If you have not watched the movie Leave the World Behind out on Netflix, be sure to go and check it out, guys, all right? This is predictive programming at its finest, and they want you to live in fear, all right? I have a great message for you guys today, and it's important that we stay equipped and that we are prepared for whatever it is that they are trying to commit against us. But you already know the deal. First, hit it. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. My name is Kevin Brown, also known as ExpressedWordz with a Z, and welcome back to Speak It, See It, Feel It, where you can speak your life into existence, you can see it becoming a reality, and you can feel as if it is already done, guys. It is already yours. Happy Tuesday. Welcome back to another video. I hope you all are having a blessed week, family. Continue to keep on keeping on no matter what you're facing right now on your path, guys, okay? Now, if you haven't watched the movie Leave the World Behind that came out earlier this month on Netflix, be sure to go and check it out, guys, all right? The movie is based off of a novel that came out in 2020 by Rumaan Alam, guys, all right? Now, what happened in 2020? We all know the answer to that one. We experienced the pandemic. We experienced what? A change, a new decade, the year of vision, and them continuing to tell us we're not going back to normal. We're not going back to normal. It's not going to go back to normal. All right. This is predictive programming, guys. All right. And in this movie, Leave the World Behind, they say the exact same thing. Now, I'm not going to give away a whole lot of spoilers, or really any spoilers for that matter of fact at all. All right. But we will discuss what we are up against, the predictive programming, and how we need to be equipped and pay attention to what they are trying to commit and do against us, guys. All right. Now, the movie is based in Long Island, New York, about the downfall of civilization through a series of blackouts, guys. All right. And it happens in phases that the government is putting into place. All right. Phase one was a complete collapse of the government within. Everybody goes into isolation because of those blackouts. All right. And number two is for the government to fill the masses with disinformation so it can cause chaos. Guys, does this sound familiar? Think about it, because what I think is that we are already in this. This is already happening. Okay. Remember, by law, by universal law, they have to tell us. When I say they, I'm talking about the elites, the people that's in the secret societies, the people that rule the world, that control everything. These people have to show us what they're doing to us by universal law. And this is why they hide things in plain sight. Okay. It's out there for you to see. They're telling us what they're doing. They're telling us their plans, their agendas, everything like that. But because humanity is so dumbed down, half of the people aren't even paying attention to something like this. They'll breeze right by it. They'll walk right over it and not even recognize the sign for what it is. They may think it's funny. They may think it's something that's not true. It's not going to come to pass because they disguise it with jokes. All right, with comedians. And this can cause confusion in itself because now people don't know what to believe. So after phase two of them feeding disinformation to the masses to cause confusion, to cause chaos, people are not going to know what to do. They're not going to know who to believe. They're not going to know what to believe. And automatically, phase three should activate, according to this movie, and according to their plans and agendas, that an all-out civil war will happen, guys. All right. Now, I don't know if you guys have been paying attention the past couple of years, okay, but everything that has happened in this movie, they have talked about, or some of these things are happening already. Okay, there's already we're already in phase two. Disinformation. Now, the blackouts didn't happen, but do you guys remember a few years ago? I think it was like, it may have just been 2 years ago. Maybe it was in 2021, 2022, something like 20. I can't quite remember the year, but it was very recent. But there was a social media blackout for like an hour, maybe less. Maybe it was like 30 minutes, something like that. But YouTube went down and another platform went down at the exact same time. Now, what I think is that this was a test to see how the masses, how humanity was going to react to not having the internet, to not having technology, to not having the things that keeps us moving, that keeps us going. Now, what do you guys think about that? All right. What do you think is actually happening right now? Now, there's a few little nuggets about this movie that you guys need to go and check it out. Like I said, I don't want to drop any spoilers or anything like that for those that have not seen it yet. So be sure to go and watch it. But there are a few interesting things that we can note that we need to talk about. Number one, this show was produced by the Obamas. Why? Right? That's another thing. Why was it produced by the Obamas? There's a lot of symbolism, guys. a lot of symbolism that you have to pay attention to in this movie. And the reason they show you these things in movies and cartoons and commercials and out here into the world is so that they can desensitize your mind, okay, to when it actually happens, right? So you're not going to be freaking out about it. You're like, oh, I've seen this happen before. This happened over there, or this happened on this movie, and da-da-da, and da-da. Okay? They want you guys to be programmed to whatever it is that they are planning, or whatever it is that's about to happen, so that you can accept it and not lash back and fight against it. Something else very interesting to note is that right around the time, or after this movie came out, all right, some news dropped about Mark Zuckerberg building a $100 million underground bunker and compound in Hawaii. Guys, this gets really interesting, because what happened in Maui and all those celebrities that did a land grab and they bought all the land up over there, none of their houses were touched. Their houses didn't get burnt down, but the citizens of Hawaii were ran out. Are you paying attention, guys? Because if we're not paying attention and we're not equipping ourselves, something is coming. Okay, something is coming, something is happening. They're planning something, and you need to make sure that you are equipped and that you are prepared for your family or for yourself. All right, make sure you guys stock up on things. Make sure you know how to use a firearm. Make sure you know how to do these essentials and that you know how to survive. It is imperative that if something like this was to happen, okay, and they was to completely shut down everything, the internet would shut down, guys, this would cause a lot of chaos, and it would definitely cause a civil war. People would be looting left and right. People are looting a lot now with the internet and technology. So can you imagine what would happen if all of that was shut down? Okay, cash registers wouldn't be able to work. Stores wouldn't be able to work. Okay, all of these things would be shut down. And because people need to survive and people need to live, guess what, man? We're gonna go into survival mode, and people will do whatever it takes and anything it takes to be in that survival mode, especially if you're protecting your children, you're protecting your family, or anything like that. So it's important right now that you go watch this movie and that you pay attention to it and that you get all the signs and symbolism out of this movie. All right, I'll give you guys one thing, which I thought was really interesting. I mean, I immediately saw it, but the kids in the show, one of them has a NASA shirt on and the other one's shirt says obey. Come on, guys, it can't get more clear than that. It can't get more clear than that. All right, so you guys go and check this movie out. I'm not gonna dive too much into like the meat and potatoes of the movie. I wanted to discuss the predictive programming around it, the events around it, leading us into 2024. It was interesting how the book came out in 2020. It's interesting that the Obamas produced it. It's interesting that Mark Zuckerberg is now building an underground compound. Think about it, guys. This is predictive programming. They are showing you and they are telling us what is yet to come. And I advise for all of you to get yourselves prepared and keep yourselves ready, guys, all right? So if this video resonated with you guys today, or if you have watched that movie, if you have anything else to share, drop your comments down below, all right? Let's talk about this as a community, because you have to remember this, guys. If this does happen, if something like this happens, we have to come together, because the people at the top, the elites, they're not gonna do anything to save us, right? They're not gonna save us. Nobody's coming to save us. You have to save yourself. You have to save your family, okay? Do not trust these people at the top, okay? Because they have an ill intention over your life. They don't care about your life. They don't care about this country. They don't care about other countries. They do not care, right? They feel that the world is overpopulated, okay? In 2020, was a depopulation agenda. I'm sorry, not sorry, but that's exactly what it was, guys, all right? They do not want you guys to live. They do not want you to become successful. They don't want you to pay attention. That's why they're doing everything to keep you dumbed down. This is imperative that you rise above all disinformation, that you rise above whatever is going on right now in the world, that you isolate so that you can pay attention and you're not distracted from whatever it is that they are trying to throw at us. Go and check this movie out, all right? Leave the world behind. I gotta admit though, the ending was extremely stupid. It's really bad, guys. It was really bad. I was actually getting myself comfortable, you know what I'm saying, about to drink my glass of water, and next thing I know, the movie ended. I was like, are you serious? That was the end? There was a lot of unanswered questions. There was a lot of unanswered scenes. Like, there was just a few things. Like, it was just the way that they ended the movie. It was just terrible. It was just real. It was probably the worst ending I have ever seen on a movie, right? So if you guys have seen it before, you probably know exactly what I'm talking about. But for those of you that haven't watched it yet, go and watch it, guys. All right, go and watch it. Don't say, oh, I'm not gonna watch it because the ending was stupid. No, watch it to gain the information, watch it to see the symbolism, and watch it so that you can find out exactly what we are up against. Remember, they put these things in movies, they show it to you so that way you can get programmed by it. All right, family. So I don't know who needed to hear this message today, man, but I hope it resonated with you guys. If you did or did not watch the movie, be sure to still go ahead and give this video a thumbs up right here. I love you guys to life. I hope you all have a wonderful week ahead. Continue to press through. Continue to be the best version of yourself. Continue to work on you and continue to just be great, guys. All right. Continue to just be great. And one thing that I really want to end this on, do not live in fear. No matter what these people are planning, no matter what the narcissist is planning, it doesn't matter what it is. Do not live in fear. Continue to be optimistic and continue to just keep pressing forward, guys. All right. So I love you guys to life, man. If you want to talk, come on over to my website. It's going to pop up on your screen, www.speakitseeitfeelit.com. I would love to hold a conversation with you guys, but it's imperative that you guys pay attention along your journey. Next year is going to be crazy, man. It's going to be a wild year, and it's time for you to prepare yourselves, not just from that standpoint, but do exactly what you need to do to protect you and your family, guys. All right. So have a great rest of your day. Make sure your bell notifications is turned on for more videos to come. And until then, I'll see y'all soon in the next video. Peace.